Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. And this week is a very special episode of Dressing Room Debrief. As it's the World Cup 2022, I will be taking a look at Gareth Southgate's England. So come on, the boys. England's first game brought them up against Iran and they won 6-2. And I thought we looked very, very impressive. I thought what was most impressive was, which I completely didn't expect, was Gareth Southgate's tactics, and rather have five at the back and be quite, reserved and defensive like he usually is. We pressed very high, we moved the ball quick, and it was just, like night and day between what we usually see with England. And I thought that was really impressive. I thought that the way we moved and attacked with pace, the way Harry Kane came in deep with Sterling and Saka bombing on behind, the link up I thought worked perfectly going in attack. And then I also thought what was brilliant was the matchup in the middle of the park with you had Mason Mount, you had Declan Rice, and you had Jude Bellingham. And I thought Jude Bellingham and Declan Rice was just matched each other superbly. I thought you had a proper DM in Declan Rice, who was, mopping up everything, positive on the ball, drives forward with it, looks forward all the time, looks to, get an attack started, which is what proper DM should be doing. Not what I'm used to with Jorginho, where it's sideways and backwards at Chelsea. And then Jude Bellingham next to him is a proper box-to-box midfielder, and he's just different class. He's only 18, 19. My word, he's going to be one for the future because, well, not even the future, actually, the present now. He's so good. And he's just, up and down, gets forward, got his goal. I mean, what better than score your first goal in a World Cup that young? It's the start of a glittering career. I was just really impressed, and hopefully we can take that sort of form on against the USA on Friday. I thought we're still looking shaky at the back, but then having watched several of the games now, I don't think any team has looked defensively solid. I think every defence can be got at. I think it might be a case of just us outscoring teams, which is where Southgate will earn his stripes, I think, because it'll be very, very impressive if he keeps this formation and this play throughout the tournament. So when we come up against someone big, it'd be very interesting to see if he doesn't revert back to his back five and that sort of reserve sort of style of play. Because I think we've got all these good forwards and a holster of young talent in midfield that I think that our best way to win this World Cup is to go forward, be attacking, high press, high energy. And I think that's the way we're going to beat teams. I don't think we'll be able to beat teams like we've seen against Italy in the Euro final last year, like we did against Croatia in the World Cup 2018 semi-final. The same tactics happened. We went one ahead, we were pressing, and then we just sort of slide back and back and back towards backwards towards our goal. And then we're under the cosh, and then we concede and never really get back to that sort of on the front foot and dominating games. So I think, although I was impressed with Gareth Southgate's tactics, and I was very impressed with the way England were very positive and high press, high energy, it will be telling to see if Southgate backs himself and backs the team against, say, a France or a Senegal, or, someone with a bit of, even US. US are going to press high on Friday, and it's really going to test our resolve at the back where we can get the ball out and keep playing our football. So that's going to be, a big test. So hopefully the same sort of thing where we're good on the ball, we're pressed, we don't sit back and, invite that pressure from the US on Friday. The less said about the refereeing decision, the better. I thought that was shocking how he didn't give Harry Maguire's penalty in the first half for being manhandled, and then to give Varane the penalty in the last few minutes for a similar thing. I just thought was absurd when there was less contact on the Iran penalty, and Harry Maguire was literally being wrestled to the floor. I thought that was a shambles. Also, a special mention to Bukayo Saka. I thought he really shined against Iran. I thought he was just quality, linking up with Sterling, linking up with the midfield, linking up with Harry Kane. Thought Harry Kane was very good dropping in deep and sort of being that piece to sort of like he does for Spurs when he comes deep and pops off to Son. I thought he was doing that very well with Sterling and Saka. That finish from Saka was just absolutely sublime. And then you look at the defence and the people coming on like Foden, Rashford. I mean, we were looking good without even them players. So I think there's lots of positives to take from that Iran game. And going forward, I think if we can keep this up, it's very positive for England. Hopefully we can get a win against the US and take forward with qualification from our group.